Hey DIY Clubbers, once I saw these peach cobbler egg rolls, I knew we had to make them. So I was looking through Pinterest the other day and I saw these egg rolls made by Shanae Lewis. I will link her page down below and I wanted to give this recipe a go. So we're going to start by getting our peaches ready. These were frozen. You can of course use fresh if you would like, but I went the easy route and I'm just going to microwave it for a few seconds to get them a little bit softer so that I'll be able to cut them up into bite-sized pieces. I only microwaved them for about a minute, and then once they were softened, I did go ahead and use my knife to cut them up into pretty small pieces. Since we are going to be putting these into egg rolls, I did not want them to be too big, so I did cut each peach slice in half, and then I would cut it into several pieces. This one I just went ahead and cut it into the smaller strips and then cut it in half, but I found that it went a lot smoother if I cut it in half first and then went ahead and cut the smaller pieces from there on. And I went ahead and continued this process until I cut up all of my peaches. Now I did test run this recipe because I wanted to make sure that I could do it and it would come out looking good like hers did, because hers looked amazing. And so that's why I only had about half a bag of peaches left, and that's why you'll see that the wonton, oh nope, not wonton, because she did specify egg roll wrappers, not wonton. And that's why you'll see the egg roll wrappers were open. This was a fun little activity that I did with my niece the night before. She really enjoyed them, and I can give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. So next we're going to just go ahead and start adding in the rest of the ingredients. We're going to start with our brown sugar. Again, I kind of eyeballed it. I guess you would say that I kind of cheated with this because I did it the night before. But I just kind of eyeballed and added in the ingredients as I see fit. And I, of course, included all of the instructions and the link to Shanae's page down below. So please make sure you go check it out and give her some love. And then I'm going to just add in a squeeze of lemon juice. The night before when I made these, I added too much. The lemon was extremely potent, so I just did a quick light squeeze for this go around. Then I continued on to add in my vanilla flavoring. Now in the recipe, she uses vanilla bean paste, but I did not have that. So I went ahead and used what I had on hand, which was the vanilla flavoring. And then of course we are going to very liberally add in some cinnamon, because we know that cinnamon is loved over here on this channel. And then we're going to add in our cornstarch. And this is just what helps to thicken up the filling so that it's not too loose or runny once we start to assemble our egg rolls. Now this, I did actually follow her recipe and added in the 4 teaspoons. So now we're going to just mix everything to make sure all of the ingredients are well combined and that the peaches get fully coated in the sugar mixture. And I pretty much just kind of broke down some of my brown sugar lumps that I had so that everything would cook as evenly as possible. And this is what it should look like. Now on the stove, I had a little bit of butter kind of melting, and then decided to brown it a little bit to see if it would change the taste of them today. So then to that browned butter, I went ahead and added my peach filling to the pan, and make sure to get all of that goodness, you guys. Scrape the pan, don't be ashamed. Put it all in the pan, okay? Don't leave any of that goodness behind. You will be very sad if you do. And so once I went ahead and added everything to the pan, I basically let it cook. I did not let it cook for very long. I think I did about 20 minutes, just kind of letting it simmer up. Oh, and you guys, the smell that came from this filling was delightful. I love how quick and easy this dessert is, and it cooks up so well. And it's also a cute and fun little DIY night for the kids as also. So if you do try, just let Shanae know that this recipe was a hit. Once the filling was done, I transferred it back to the bowl and wiped out the pan because now we're going to use the same pan to do our frying. So to that same pan, I just added a little bit of oil, and it does not take a lot of oil, to be completely honest, to fry these. So you do not have to be that liberal with the oil. So back over to our other station, we are going to assemble our egg rolls. Now the filling was still extremely warm because I did take it right off of the stove, but because I am going to just go right ahead and fry it, I was very careful and worked with the warm filling. You're going to make sure to seal your egg rolls with a little bit of water, and that just makes sure that nothing comes apart while you are frying. And also take your time when it comes to wrapping the egg rolls because you want to make sure that the filling is secure on the inside before you start frying. And this is what they look like before I put them into the oil. I did let the oil heat up slowly, and to check it, you just put a wooden skewer in, and as long as you see bubbles, you'll know that the oil is ready. Now I did not add in too many because I didn't want to crowd the pan, so you'll just add in a few at a time. They don't take very long to fry at all, and look how golden brown and crispy they get. Oh, flashbacks, you guys, flashbacks. But once you do finish cooking them, you'll go ahead and set them on a paper towel lined plate, and then you'll just finish cooking the remainder of your egg rolls, repeating this process. Once they are done cooking, here comes the fun part, adding the powdered sugar. Now, for Shanae's recipe, she did do a vanilla bean dipping sauce, but I thought that they were very sweet and sweet enough, so I just opted to do a very heavy-handed sprinkling of the powdered sugar, and this is what you will have as your end result. Look at how good these egg rolls look. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, and yes, they taste as amazing as they look. I promise. And I also think that these would be really good if you decided to try some other fruits, like apples or even like maybe pears or mangoes. The world is your oyster, honestly, with these egg rolls. Leave me a comment down below and let me know which fruit you guys would try in these egg rolls.